Yet more political dysfunction continuing there in Seoul, South Korea. Now, what you're looking at right now, supporters there of South Korea's impeached President Yoon Suk Yeol. Remember, Yeol so far defied an arrest warrant. Well, his supporters, they are gathering near the presidential residence to protect him from being detained. Now, a Seoul court issued a warrant to detain Yoon and a separate warrant to search his residence on Tuesday, but enforcing them is complicated as long as he remains in his official residence. So this turned quite tense yesterday. You literally had police and law enforcement go to serve an arrest warrant to the former president and to take him into custody and to detain him. His personal protective service that protects him tussled with and fought with those law enforcement officials who were trying to detain him. They were unsuccessful. So now you are seeing right now there in Seoul, South Korea, the South Korean capital, supporters of Yoon gathering near the presidential residence to protect him from being detained. So he still has not been detained. Remember, he was impeached over that effort in December that he made to impose martial law on South Korea. Remember, it was only in place for about 5 hours. The National Assembly there unanimously voted to rescind that. Yoon's political future was up in the air, hanging by a thread after that, and then he was impeached by the National Assembly, and now there is an arrest warrant for him, although he has not been detained yet in execution of that arrest warrant because those protecting him, his kind of protective detail, are shielding him at the presidential residence. So this is going to be quite a problem to enforce this. It remains complicated as long as he remains in his official residence there. So I thought that was interesting. Remember, South Korea, one of our closest allies in East Asia, one of our closest friends, going through it, so to speak, as the kids say. So this is a story we're going to stay on top of. Wanted to get that in. Let's get our final commercial break in this hour. You see there, I'm not entirely sure what time it is there in Seoul, South Korea, but these are supporters of Yoon. Wow, look at that. Look at that sign. I didn't even notice that. Stop the steal. Okay, so stop the steal, of course. It's a common refrain from former President Trump and his supporters in the wake of the 2020 election. And it looks like supporters of Yoon have adopted the phrase themselves. Even though Yoon has been impeached, he's holed up at the presidential residence. Nonetheless, a throng of his supporters have come out in his defense today. It's almost 11 a.m. there on an early Saturday morning in Seoul there.